The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And
he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. On now is Seibert for the Lion field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Carr's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Washington! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 70 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On play action, they'll throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, you got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken at about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be? And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Here's Carr. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. On play action, now Carr. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And Washington has once again taken the lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Williams.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Chase Young.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Room past the 20. As they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going to try and throw. Eluding the press. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Well, I know he doesn't want to fumble loss by his name, but it was fourth down. I don't think he was going to get to the marker anyway.
I think he just hired you as his attorney because you have just argued that this fumble is actually okay.
I'm just saying not all fumbles are created equal, and the defense would have had the ball there anyway.
Okay, so the defense gets credit now, right? Someone gets a nice little mark by their name, but it really doesn't hurt the other guy because he wasn't getting there anyway.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Carr now on first down.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Williams to return.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with a Washington football team on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10,
Bring in the second
5,
string. Bring in the second
touchdown,
string.
Washington. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, Swift. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Once again, it's Swift. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man right side is St. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Let's go. Under 10. Under 10.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A Mostert a first down carry, and this will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up second down. On second down, Mostert. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Touchdown, Washington! Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check three.
Carr now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Check pass. Chef. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Carr. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Carr to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, check back 16. Check. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 18. Watch out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Carr going to throw here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Lions are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Washington, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.